Checking with the business now, of course, all eyes on what's happening in the Middle East, the Ukrainian-Russian conflict. It's caused the oil price to surge. But even before that, we were expecting huge hikes in the petrol price. So motorists should expect another petrol price hike in April if the Russian-Ukrainian conflict doesn't stabilize. Now, on Wednesday, both grades of petrol will rise by R1.46. Diesel goes up by at least R1.44. And paraffin users, they're going to be hard hit come Wednesday. The wholesale price of paraffin jumping R1.21. The retail price will be up by as much as R1.61. As I said, these prices also not too much factoring in what happened with the Ukraine and Russian conflict. But let's move on to see what those prices are in real rand terms per litre, especially if we look at the inland price. Now, the inland price of unleaded 95 petrol, now at the highest it's ever been, was R21.60. It was R20.14 in February. Diesel in Gauteng sits at R19.48 per litre, and paraffin now at R13.18. That's the price you will pay in March. There will be no usual levy increase in April, so that's some sort of a saving grace. We've heard that from the finance minister last week, that those levies wouldn't kick in, or they wouldn't increase rather come April. But the rising cost, as we said, of Brent crude oil, which is up 5% today, could push the fuel price higher in April. All right, so there's been other questions about the fact that it might not be all bad news, this Russian-Ukrainian conflict. Well, certainly on the economic side of things for South Africa. One economist says South Africa could take advantage of the global demand for minerals. He says with Russian exports threatened because of the war, South Africa can grab an opportunity.
South Africa might benefit, relatively speaking, more than many other countries. And that is because a lot of the minerals that Russia exports are precisely the same ones that South Africa exports. In particular, we're thinking here of platinum group metals. As a result, we are likely to see a rise in the prices of some of these metals and minerals. We've already seen, for example, over the weekend, the aluminium price, which we don't produce, but the price of aluminium has gone to record levels because of fears of a shortage. And there are many other minerals that we supply, including coal, whose prices may very well rise in the short term. The problem is, of course, that is negative for global economic growth from a longer point of view, and one could well see a reversal in that rising trend of commodity prices in due course, in which case we cannot really, as the Minister of Finance quite rightly said in his budget speech, rely on that windfall of higher commodity prices to be sustained indefinitely.
All right, so just to put some numbers on what economist Azar Jamil is saying, the commodity prices, certainly on the mining side, has risen quite by a huge margin since this morning. We've seen the likes of Sibanye-Stillwater, Anglo-American up between 8 and 9%, and that's really pushed the oil share up. Let's take a closer look to see what the numbers are sitting at the moment. All right, that's where we leave the numbers for now. More news on all angles when we come back.